Now, as you've gathered together, I've invited each of you to think about something in your life that might be hurting you today. It can be something large and it can be a small thing. Has everybody thought of something that you want to work on today? Okay. Before we start stepping up, I want to talk about choices that we have when something happens in our lives. When you have a crisis of some kind, you have a lot of choices. Did you know that? You can choose to run away from it. You can choose to shove it inside and never talk about it. Or you can choose to step up and face it. And I have a little secret for you. It doesn't work to run away, it stays there. And it doesn't work when you shove it inside, it stays in there. At some time, you have to step up and face it. That's why this program is called Stepping Up to Wholeness, because you step up and you face your crisis. So before we start, I have to ask you, are all of you ready to step up today and work on whatever you want to work on?
Yeah.
You ready? Okay, great. The stepping up is a very important question to ask the children. I never force a child to talk about something that they're not comfortable talking about. And what asking the children if they're ready to step up does for them is it helps them to touch that inner strength that they have so that they decide, I'm going to step up and to work on this. As much as we know that talking about problems and expressing your problems is the way to heal from them, you cannot make a child of any age do it. They have to decide for themselves that they're ready to step up. So, are you all ready to step up? All right, we're ready for step one, which is your feelings matter, and it's red. What's red? Your feelings matter. All of your feelings matter. Now, what we're going to do today is practice listening. Holy listening is the way that you show another person that their feelings matter. Holy listening is different than just listening, because it's when you listen to somebody with your whole being and you don't judge and you don't correct them and you don't comment on what they're saying. Let me show you how this works. Sometimes, and you all are kind of the experts on this, you know this, sometimes when kids come to adults with a problem or a crisis, you'll say to that adult, I have a problem. And the adult will say, well, tell me about it. And then what will happen is you'll start talking and they'll say, oh, no, that's not how you should handle that. Or, oh, honey, don't feel that way. So let's say you come and you say, I don't have a friend at school. I am so sad. And an adult will say, you have a friend at school, don't be sad. What did they do to you? They put the lid on what you were trying to share, right? You're trying to tell them something and they're saying, oh, I don't want to hear what you want to say. This is really common. Adults do this all the time, and we do it because we get afraid when children get really, really sad. And it is sort of our adult instinct to try to make it better for the child. So what we end up doing is putting our solutions into the child. Well, that doesn't work, because children have an innate wisdom. And that wisdom is like this. It's already in them. It's born inside of them. It's given to them by God. And our job in holy listening is not to put something into the children, but rather to listen so intently that they're able to open up and share with us. Smell how good that smells. That's what holy listening is, see? It's when you don't correct and you listen until your feelings come out. That's what holy listening is. So, do you want to practice listening to each other?
Yeah.
Okay, great. When you start to do holy listening with a child, there isn't a child or teen on this planet when you say, would you like to talk about your grief? Would you like to talk about your crisis? Who would say, yes, I'd like to talk about that. All of them say no, because it is a personal and private thing. Children and teens don't like to talk about their crisis and their pain any more than adults do. So I've developed this tool called Holy Listening Stones, which helps children to start expressing their feelings and gives us an opportunity to listen to them.